Hey everyone, this is Scott from the Scott's Girl Podcast. Welcome to another edition of ReWatching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Today I'm talking about Season 4, Episode 12, Hot Potato Soup. I'm just going to be starting off with the plot summary and then just talking about my general thoughts after having rewatched this episode. So let's just start with that plot summary, which says, Agent Billy Koenig, who Coulson entrusted with the Darkhold, is abducted by the Watchdogs. Nadir directs Radcliffe to the Superior, who is reclusive, industrious Anton Ivanov. And Radcliffe scanned Koenig's brig to learn that the Darkhold was hidden in the Labyrinth, a S.H.I.E.L.D. facility known only to the Koenig family. Coulson secures the rest of the Koenig family, who take him, the May LMD and Daisy, to get the book. The Radcliffe LMD reveals that Radcliffe knows Fitz is a estranged father and has created another LMD. Simmons remembers that Radcliffe scanned May's brain when they were curing her of Lucy's influence and warns Daisy of the May LMD in time to stop it from taking the Darkhold and killing Coulson. The Watchdogs arrive with Billy and Radcliffe steals the Darkhold in the ensuing fight. S.H.I.E.L.D. later destroys the remains of the first Ada and the Radcliffe LMD. Ivanov explains to Radcliffe that he plans to use the Darkhold to destroy both the Inhumans and the man who appears to be behind the recent alien crises, Coulson. So yeah, that's the plot summary for this episode. I enjoyed this episode because we got introduced to the Superior, who I enjoy as a villain. I think he's an interesting character, especially since he's very anti-everything. He's very, the old ways are the best, and then he ends up, spoiler, as a robot. So I really enjoyed that character's introduction and just his kind of just overall, like, character and personality. I just enjoyed that character. But anyway, some of the other things I enjoyed about this episode is we get the Koenig's family back. I love these guys, all played by Patton Oswalt, but they also have a sister too, LT. And I just love these guys coming back in and as reoccurring characters. And then this one in particular, how they're treated just like the super agents they are, like just like the James Bonds of S.H.I.E.L.D. Because at like one point you're like, oh, they caught a Koenig. That's as hard as catching moonlight. And it's like, what? I know they're that crazy, but I just love these guys. They're fun. They always come in and have a good time in the episodes, and it always just brings a little levity to the episode. So I really enjoyed that about this. The fact that we got three of them, three different ones. Actually four technically with the sister. Yeah, I just really enjoyed that. I love those guys coming in. But yeah, what else do we have in this one? The team figuring out that May is the LMD May is an LMD. I like that they figured that out. I like that we get the introduction of the idea of Fitz's estranged father, which is definitely a little bit of foreshadowing to some of the events that happened in the framework in the later part of the season, which I was just like, oh yeah, and they mentioned Mac's daughter in the last episode. They're really setting up a lot of stuff in this part of the season to like kind of lead into why each of these people have these different things that torture them or torment them in the framework later on. So I just enjoyed that they added that little thing in that, Radcliffe knew Fitz's dad. So just like that little connection we get there. Oh yeah, and then at the end we get just the kind of cliffhanger of, not a cliffhanger, but we get the ending with Ivanov being saying how he wants to stop Coulson because he believes Coulson is the cause behind all these recent things. When it's just like, well, he's not the cause. He's just the one who goes and investigates these all. He's just the first on the site. But I just enjoyed that kind of introduction that there's another baddie who's got a problem with Coulson. Coulson just made so many enemies in his days, even though he's the nicest fellow. Bad guys just don't like him. But yeah, I enjoyed that element was added. But yeah, that's what my overall thoughts for this episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Be sure to let me know in the comments below your thoughts on episode 12 of season 4. Thanks again for joining me today, and have a good one.